like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it. She's like, well, bitch, I came to get to the top 4. Hello, hello, hello! And I am back with another review of RuPaul's Drag Race. I believe this is episode 12 or episode 11, season 13. It's one of the two, girl. But anyway, yeah, we're here. We're gonna get into it. Grab yourself some wine, something to drink, and smoke, do what you need to do. I am drinking a glass of Pinot Grigio right now. It's a glass of white wine. It's perfect for sipping. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the girls come back on stage after the lip sync from the previous episode, and Denali has gone home. Yeah, she and Olivia Lux were in the bottom because of their looks and like Olivia Lux's branding not being quite on point. And Olivia Lux sent her home. Olivia Lux and Rosé felt bad, especially like Rosé and Denali saw themselves in the top 4, but Denali unfortunately went home. So it sucks. This is the first win that Utica got. Simone and Utica won the challenge last week, and Utica feels motivated to clang her way to the top. Good luck to her, girl. Olivia Lux, she's feeling some type of way because, she was just in the top. She was in the top twice, and now she's in the bottom. So yeah, girl, it's anybody's race now. It's really like shaping up in an interesting way to see like who's going home, because I really do feel like so many of the girls are really good competitors. Okay, so the mini challenge this week is a pop quiz with the pit crew. With the girls, they answer several questions about Drag Race trivia, and Kandy Muse ends up winning. Kandy Muse wins the mini challenge, and then we move right on over to the maxi challenge. Now, the maxi challenge this week is a branding challenge where the girls have to create their own soda pop flavor and create a commercial. So they have to create the commercial, direct it, design it, cut scenes, lights, camera, props, action, all that. So yeah, Olivia Lux is a little nervous because, she just got clocked last week for not knowing her brand. So yeah, she's a little nervous, but the rest of the girls are pretty excited about this soda pop challenge. I like this challenge. Yeah, I think it's a good challenge. So the last time I remember seeing it, truth be told, I know there's been other ones, but the last time I remember seeing it was probably I don't know what season this is, but Alaska Thunderfuck did it. I think it was perfume they were doing. I think it was very funny. I think, who was it? It was Alaska, Jujubee. There are a couple of other people. Was this on All Stars? I don't know, this doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, so the girls are in the workroom and they're going over their plans. And I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of what's going on. So Gottmik has a lot going on, and their ideas and plans aren't exactly organized too well. They have a lot, so but they're getting into the thing of planning because they have to spill water and wet themselves, but they need to do that at the end because if they do that earlier, they'll fuck up their hair and their outfit for the rest of the shooting, right? But Gottmik just has a lot going on, so they're a little stressed out about the order of everything that's popping off. Rosé, I kind of like Rosé's idea. Rosé's idea is like a hangover cure, where you drink it and it makes you feel perfect, but also Michelle Visage and other people in the competition has told Rosé that she's kind of perfect. So I feel like she's poking fun at herself, which is a really good idea. It feels really smart to me, and a good branding idea because it's kind of something people already associate her with, but it's also kind of fucking it up in a flawed way that shows her humanity. Tina Burner has a can of fire. I'm not exactly sure, but it's it makes you get ready to go. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. And Utica has a can that you can lick to taste the flavor. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, but while the girls are in the workroom, don't mind my finger. I cut my finger. I got a paper cut from opening the bottle of wine. Sometimes they have those foily things. I cut my finger on that. It hurt. It hurt a lot. Anyway, so Jada Essence Hall, she comes in and gives the girls a visit while they're in the workroom, and they ask her questions so how did you do? How did you make it to the top? And she gives some really good advice. I think one of the first things she says is that you got to get out of your head, because she was in her head at a point in time, but she said when you're not enjoying yourself and you're not having fun, it's usually when you do the worst. So you gotta go in, decide you're gonna have a good time, and just fucking rock it. And then also they asked her, like, how did you make it to the top four? And she was like, well, like, one of you girls standing in the room, you're gonna be the winner, so believe in that. And two, she's like, other girls were like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it. She's like, well, bitch, I came to get to the top four. So if you move with that energy and you just do the work, you'll make it there. And yeah, so that was some really good advice that she gave the girls. Okay, so to the recording studio we go. And I'm also just gonna run through this really quickly. So first up, we have Tina Burner. It's like a go juice where it gives you energy and ready to go, and it's like burning up. She gets kind of caught up on the line. It's like, now Victoria's not the only one with the secret. But that's not what she says. That's what that's what Ross Matthew wants her to say. By the way, Ross Matthews and Carson Kressley are helping them, like direct and record and helping things move along. Anyway, but yeah, Tina Burner keeps saying something like, now only Victoria doesn't have a secret. Whatever it is, but the intonation isn't there and it's not funny. Moving right along to who's next on my list, Rosé. Rosé does a really good job. Watching her record her footage was quite funny, and she takes direction from Ross Matthews and Carson Kressley very well, and it just amped up her performance of the challenge. After that, we have Utica. Utica's weird. She's sucking on an udder from a cow. She said because her cow, Clara, visited her during the second reading in the last episode, she wanted to like bring it in, but she's licking the can and can taste it. I'm so sick and tired of Utica being nothing but weird. Like, I like it, but to a certain extent, because, like, I hope that she, like, ends up like Crystal Method, you know what I mean? Where, like, it's fucked up for the majority of the competition, but it crystallizes in a really nice way at the end. But that's just not it's giving right now. Moving on to Simone. Simone is great. Simone comes out and slays immediately. Like Carson Kressley and Ross Matthews, they're talking about she can say anything and it's gonna be funny. And she does. Like, I enjoy watching her record her footage. I really like Kandy Muse. Kandy Muse has a really good arc going on with her outfit and like her like case special, the Kandy Muse special. It sounds really fun. And then last but not least, we have Got Mick, Got Mix, Got Sex, Sex Juice. It's a mouthful. She says it's simple, but it's not simple. But I kind of get what she's doing. She's kind of doing a parody of like what commercials look like, how you fuck something up and it's like, oh no, I'm so clumsy. But with this, like, it makes you better. It makes it sexy. But it kind of like, the way it looks, it just sounds like a roofie. And then Ross and like Carson Kressley, they're not getting it. They're not buying it. They're not feeling it, honey. But I will say that like everything she's doing is funny. So I don't know. We'll see. So the category is Beast Couture. It's giving furry realness, but it's Beast Couture. So first up, we have Utica. And I love this look. I love this so much. It's gorgeous. I love the black, the yellow, the red. I love the makeup. I really do like the color palette. There's so much fur, a nice corset. It's gorgeous. It's just stunning. I mean, like, I don't think her fashions are wrong. Now, Kandy Muse, it's alien. Yeah, okay, she's an alien. She has like fur on her titties and on her cooch. But then she also has like a alien homegirl that's riding on her back. It's a lot. It's a lot. Tina Burner. Now, I really like this like Stitch Coraline teddy bear. This is very cute. This is kind of also like my favorite thing I've seen from Tina Burner, truth be told. She said Silence of the Lambs, but I really like the color palette. It's nice. I like this. Simone is giving us like this old cute ass fox. Look at her. She popping her booty. It's like very foxy brown, pierced ears. Okay. Booty shorts. She's some pads. I'm happy to see her in some pads. She looks good. I love this. Come on, Simone. Got Mick. Got Mick is just like, I love this. I love the volume of the eyes on the shoulder. It's kind of cartoon. I love this different face Gottmik is giving us. It's like, Okay, she's giving us theatrics. That was gorgeous. I really like that a lot. Okay, up next is Olivia Lux with this blue furry Taurus. Okay, she's under the bed. RuPaul says, Horton, here's a whore. It's beastie. It's cute. Now, Rosé. Oh, I love this. It's luxurious. It's red. It's devil. Deep dark mistress of the motherfucking woods is how she says it. I really like the little tendril she has on the end. I love this. Good work. Well done. Well done. Well done, Rosé. Okay, so like after the runways, here we are breaking down the commercials. So first off, we have Utica's Utican, which you just gotta lick. I don't like it. It's not good. I'm kind of bored with the entire commercial. And I definitely don't want to drink it. She's sucking on an udder or a titty, but you can lick the can and taste it. It's weird. I don't know. But they said that she's a creative person. Utica is a creative person, but they didn't want to drink the drink. They didn't know what the drink was, what it did, and they also didn't know her brand from the commercial. They said her brand did come in at the very end, that like goofy, lighthearted stuff, but you kind of gotta sprinkle that shit in during the complete arc of the commercial, which she didn't do. Oh, and they said that her dress was really pretty. And that's the thing, it's like, again, I love everything that I love everything that Utica does, but it's like, after a moment you become a one-trick pony when the only thing you can do is provide like stunning looks, beautiful looks nonetheless, but like nothing, I can't really say that like Utica is good at anything else. Tell me what else is she good at? I need to know. Up next, we have Kandy Muse, the K special. Her commercial was funny from start to finish. They knew exactly what the drink did. It gives you a VIP experience. And they also enjoyed watching her. They said that like her look made no sense. It made no sense. It was interesting, but it makes no sense. Whenever somebody ever told me anything about anything being interesting, I clocked it as shade. That's just me though. It's just me. Tina Burner, they said that they were kind of tired of seeing her like 50s housewife. You know what I mean? They said that she's consistent. They did say that she brought something new today, which was refreshing. But like her 50 housewife was like, it's what she did last week. It's what she did in the commercial. And they're just kind of getting bored with seeing this thing, which is very on brand for Tina Burner. But it's like, I don't know. They're tired of seeing it and they want her to put a new twist on it. You know what I mean? They brought up like Cher and Madonna, where they're always like wondering what she's gonna do next because there's more elevation. They always bring something new to the table and they don't want Tina Burner to get complacent. Up next is Simone. Simone was like hilarious from start to finish. Simone walked in, opened her mouth in that commercial, and I was like, I want some. Everybody's got a sweet tooth. You know, you remember her jingle, like you want to drink her drink. And then like, Michelle Visage said that her look was breathtaking. Her look was like gorgeous. I loved her in the look. I think this is one of the first times I've seen Simone like hit pads, if not the first, maybe the second, but she looks good. She looks really good, you know? And I really like, it's done so well. It's done so well. It's fashionable, it's tasteful, but it's always on brand with Simone. So Simone really knows what her brand is, her style, her drag, and she just knows how, you know, like flourish that into something else. Because truth be told, a bitch like me, I wouldn't have been able to do no furry challenge. I probably would have been in the bottom just because of my look. I probably would have been up there looking like Kandy Muse, no shade. Up next is like Gottmik. Like I laughed at her commercial. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a very funny commercial, but I don't think that it was a good commercial or a branding challenge. You know what I mean? Like when it came to her drink, I feel like Gottmik leaned a little too heavily into like the parody or the camp of it all, where it's just like foolish, it's funny. I felt like she was making a parody of commercials where you like flub up stuff and the commercial's supposed to make your life so much better, but she just kind of like fucked up the whole thing and it was like funny to watch, but I didn't really want to drink her juice or her product at the end. It was funny without the marketing, you know, the marketing specifics. They said that there wasn't really a separation of her before you had the drink and the after and what the two differences was when that happened. Olivia Lux now. They said that Ross Matthews said that this was going to be a weird note. You always look happy, and here's where it becomes a problem. This is a note I've received as an actor before. It does suck because like some people who are just like optimistic, that kind of shows through in your aura and your spirit, even if you don't necessarily seem to be smiling, or if you don't think you're smiling, you're probably still smiling. So you need to take it 10 times further to make it look like you're unhappy, which was the problem with her product. She got there and she was happy the whole time, so the product didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? There wasn't enough of emotional change for Olivia Lux. However, they did like her runway. It was different, it was fun, it was wonderful. Rosé was super funny. I think right after Simone's, Rosé's was my favorite commercial. I'd even get her drink. And then it was also smart and playful because they've poked fun at her for being like too perfect. And she took this thing and allowed everybody in to poke fun at it, but did it herself. It was done well, excellent work. And her look was gorgeous. Ross Matthews said it was like if Bob Mackie had directed a Shakespearean production in Las Vegas. It makes sense. It's a little convoluted, but you know it's right. That's what it looks like, and I loved it. I loved absolutely what she was wearing. So the girls get skedaddled off the stage, and the judges, they like, you know, they chat it out, and I have some quick fire. So Utica, too quirky. She's too quirky. They love how she's quirky and weird, but she's not able to like use her quirkiness to progress her in the competition, which is very true, which is the problem that I have with Utica right now. Kandy Muse, she can sell anything with her personality, truth be told. I agree, her personality can carry, you know, half the earth to the moon if need be. Tina Burner is comfortable in her lane, which is something else I agreed with. You kind of see this when people get old, you know what I mean? They kind of crystallize into what they're good at and what they know, which, you know, like I've seen it with tons of performers. It's not a bad thing. You can throw them in another production and they will perform well in that production. But, you know, people want you to push the envelope if we're going to stay interested, especially in a competition with 7-8 other girls. You know what I mean? Simone. Ease with her performance. It was so easy. It was so on brand. Simone is great. I don't have much to say because she's fucking wonderful. Got Mick. Now, Got Mick's juice had too many words in it, which is true. Like, everybody knows anything about branding. It's like you can't have too many words or people are going to forget. 3 words max. You know what I mean? YouTube tells us all the time, your title's too long. Girl, whatever. But there wasn't, again, kind of like with Olivia Lux, there wasn't that much of a difference between the before and the after the drinking of the drink. Olivia Lux's drink sounded generic. It was a generic brand. And Rosé is the best actor in the group, hands down. And it was really nice to see her let go of some of that perfection and just have fun. Okay, so the girls come back onto the stage. And right off the bat, they let us know that Kandy Muse is safe. Kandy Muse, you know, she sautés all back. Simone wins. Simone wins a cash prize of $5,000. She takes that and takes it onto the back. Rosé also wins $5,000. And I agree with both of those. Both of them, I loved both of their looks. And I think that both of them did really well in the competition, in the Maxi Challenge. If I had to choose one, I would choose Simone, but bitch, if they got extra money lying around, I'd give another one to Rosé. You know what I mean? We trickle on down to Olivia Lux. Olivia Lux is safe. That leaves Gottmik, Utica, and Tina Burner in the bottom. Gottmik is safe as well. I just feel like Gottmik has won too much to actually be in the bottom with Utica and Tina Burner. So Utica and Tina Burner, they end up lip syncing to My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. And truth be told, it didn't look like Tina Burner knew the lyrics to me. It didn't. It wasn't given that she knew the lyrics. And then like Utica, you know, she knew the lyrics. You know, like if that's just the bass line, like energetically, I felt like they were probably a max. Like Tina Burner did more. You know, she slid down the stage, she was throwing ass, you know, this, that, and the third. But like when the camera was on her, it did not look like she knew the lyrics. Utica, on the other hand, she knew it and she was acting with it well. So Utica wins, Tina Burner goes home, and that is that. just a little tidbit about Untucked. So Tina Burner and Rose, they're like talking, and then like Rose is trying to explain to Tina Burner, because like Tina Burner is confused and she's upset. She's like, I'm confused because they said that like I'm on brand, and then like my brand is good, but it's not enough, but I'm good at my brand. And like, I can understand Tina Burner's confusion, but I can also see why she's wrong. You know what I mean? And Rose's trying to like explain to her, but she's getting all hot and heavy. She's burning up. For you, baby. You know, let me stop at the Jonas Brothers references. But anyway, yeah, because like she is good and what she does is good. You know what I mean? But in RuPaul's Drag Race, you don't want good, you want great. So you need to bring more to the table, Tina Burner. What you have, your basis, your foundation is good, but you need to bring great and excellent to the competition. You know what I mean? They're not going to give the crown to somebody who's just good at what they do. They want to be wowed. But yeah, Tina Burner goes home. I've kind of felt sad for her. You know what I mean? I do like seeing people go home. I do really want, like, I don't know, I'm a little impatient that, like, I kind of want the season to be over. I feel like this has been, like, a very long season, and I'm ready for it to be over. However, yeah, Tina Burner goes home. I'm ready for the girls to go home. Let's get some more of these girls out. In the top, I'm gonna say Rose, Olivia Lux, Simone, and Kandy Muse. Wait, who else is there? There's Utica and Gottmik. No, that's wrong. There's Simone. I see Simone, Olivia Lux, Rose, and Gottmik. But we'll find out what happens next week. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out another video, or if there's another television show. Somebody mentioned that they wanted me to do a review on the UK Drag Race. Truth be told, I haven't watched it, and I know it, like, the season finale happened last week, but I do have a good Judy who wants to watch it with me. So I think when she gets, like, when I get on out to LA sometime, I'm gonna go watch it with her, and then we'll like review it together. So if there's any other shows you want me to watch, let me know. So UK Drag Race is on the docket. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you agree, what you disagree with, how you think the episode should have gone, if you felt otherwise. But yeah, thank you, and until next time, this is XO Meaux. Bye.